since you're a coach and you also teach sales, why do you think that most businesses, that are doing $1 million aren't profiting as much?
It's easy. Okay. So, and this is one of my favorite topics is,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll give you a little background into myself. So
Mm-hmm.
for a long time, I had a coach. I'm a coach now, but when I was getting coached, I was blocked for some reason and I didn't know what it was. And my coach didn't know what it was. And he said something to me. His name is Paul Grizzle. I'll go ahead and shout him out.
Mm-hmm.
He said, Michael, you're right there. You're right there with all of your goals, but I just don't know what it is that's blocking you. Right. And this is the funny thing, Jonathan. I had all the systems, I had everything. But when he said that, it transformed me. That's when I realized, I don't know if you know John Maxwell, he's an author.
Mm-hmm.
The law of the lid, he teaches. The law of the lid means your organization will only go as high as the leader, right? So if your leader is a 4, the business is going to be a 4. If your leader is a 10, the business is going to be a 10. And this is what I mean by that is we have deep-seated mental blocks that stop us from growing.
Mm-hmm.
And I see this all the time. I can give you a process and say, hey, Jonathan, if you want to grow your agency, do this, do this, do this. If you're
Mm-hmm.
coachable, right? We talked about sports a minute ago, and you implement it, you can grow. 1 year, boom, 1,000 clients, 2,000 clients, 3,000 clients. Or you can say, that sounds good, Michael, but that won't work in my town. And make excuses, excuses, excuses. So
Mm-hmm.
that's the number one thing I've seen with companies that can't achieve the profitability is they block themselves. They have what I call head trash. And I
Mm-hmm.
always say, take the trash out of your head and put it where it belongs, in the trash.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the number one thing, is not trusting that these processes can work and trusting actually in your own mindset and belief. And
Mm-hmm.
that's the law of the lid. And that's where I was for many years.